Hi, everyone. This is Professor Wooten. How are you today? I have created this video to talk about the basic argument assignment that you're going to be doing at Pikes Peak Community College. The first thing I want to address is topics. As I've looked through the discussion boards this week, I have noticed a lot of really good topics and some that maybe wouldn't be appropriate. I've left feedback for everyone on the discussion board. So make sure that you are choosing your topic wisely. Remember that you're not permitted to write about abortion, medical issues, or pornography. All right. I do have to approve your topic, but so far I haven't seen anything I wouldn't approve. So I would really like you guys to go ahead and look at my feedback and make a decision. This week, the only thing you have to do for English 121 is work on your basic argument. So what is an argument? An argument is when you take a position on an issue and then you defend it. In terms of writing an essay for a basic argument, your defense is your thesis. So we know that the structure of the essay is that you have your introduction with your thesis statement at the end. Then you approach your claims one by one, and then you write a conclusion at the end. Your thesis statement should be 3 parts. It would consist of the topic itself, the position you are taking, and then the claims that help you prove your position. The claims help you defend your position. Okay? All right. So let's talk briefly about what you would want to do in terms of research. Okay? For this assignment, no websites are allowed in terms of research. You need to be doing your research in books, in magazines, newspapers, and journal articles. Stay away from dictionaries, stay away from encyclopedias, stay away from blogs, and honestly, don't use any internet sources. To clarify that, if you find an article from the New York Times, let's say, but it's on their website, you can go ahead and use that because their website is just one more platform they use. Okay, so you can treat that as you found a printed copy. All right, that's when it's allowable. But you can't, if you were, say, writing a paper on legalizing marijuana for recreational purposes, you would not be allowed to use a website called ganja.com. Okay, so there's a big difference between those two. But your paper should address a controversial topic. You have to pick a side, and there's usually more than 2. So make sure that you are clear on what it is you want to argue. Okay, the rough draft will be a minimum of 4 pages and no more than 6. And you must have a works cited page in addition to that. For information on how to write your citations, I strongly urge you to go to the Purdue University OWL, OWL, online writing lab. Everything you need to know to write your works cited page and do your in-text citations, you can find there. The rough draft will primarily be graded on the thesis, is it appropriate, the organization of the paper, how well did you use your sources, and how good is your argument. All right. The final draft will be 5 pages, no more than 7, plus your works cited. Works citeds don't count in the page count. Okay. Make sure that you're using MLA format. You have to have at least 3 sources, but no more than 6. 6 is your limit. Okay. You have to have at least 1 journal article, 1 newspaper or magazine article, and 1 book. If you go beyond those for more sources, they just have to be of that type. Okay. Websites are not allowed to be used for this paper. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So let's say I decided to write my paper on the benefits of homeschooling. All right, that's my go-to argument paper. The thesis would be Homeschooling, that's part one, my topic. Homeschooling is beneficial to students. That's my position. I think it's a good thing. So homeschooling is beneficial to students who need individual attention. That's one claim. Who are looking for religious education. That's a second claim. And who want to graduate early. That's a third claim. I can prove all of that through my research. All right. So let's talk about individualized attention. Okay. For every paragraph you write, you need to have a specific structure. Okay. I'm going to give you this structure just to make it easier to write the draft. Okay. Each paragraph should be between 4 and 6 sentences long. Okay. Anything more than 6 sentences, you've probably moved on to a different topic. So 4 to 6 is what should be in any given paragraph. Okay. Your first sentence is always going to be your topic sentence, and it should relate directly to the claim you're addressing. So if my first claim is individualized attention, my first paragraph after the introduction would start with a sentence like this. Homeschooling benefits students who require individualized attention. That's my topic sentence. So I have one sentence down. Then I would write 2 to 3 sentences why I think I'm right. So that would be my own original writing. Students who require individualized attention cannot get that in a public school setting. Teachers in public school classrooms have too many students and are too busy to provide the individualized attention some students need. Okay, so those are my 2 sentences of my own writing. Then I can add resource material. Okay, then I could say, according to HSLDA, which is a homeschool website, it's an organization, according to HSLDA, and then I might put a quote in. And then I'd put a citation at the end of that quote. Okay, that would be one paragraph. Hopefully that makes sense to you. I will post on D2L a sample argument. It's probably going to be more complicated than what I would expect in a basic argument, but it gives you a sense of the organization we need and how to really integrate source material without letting it take over your paper. All right. So let's review. Choose a topic that's controversial, pick a side, and then determine how you're going to prove you're right. Make sure that, excuse me, you have the 3 resources you need. You need to have a journal, a book, and either a magazine or newspaper article. That's the minimum. You have to have those 3. Okay. And then make sure that each of your paragraphs is 4 to 6 sentences in length, and that only 1 or 2 of those is source material. Okay. That should be give you a good start on the rough draft. And I'll continue to check in on the discussion board to see if there's any more advice I need to give people. If you need to double check and make sure you want to change your topic and you want to make sure it's okay, go ahead and email me. It's faster than leaving a question on the discussion board. And then hopefully when I see your drafts in a couple of weeks, I will be very happy and excited to read them. Actually, I'm always happy and excited to read research papers because I love to learn new things, and reading student papers teaches me. So I am looking forward to reading your work. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me. And again, make sure you download the guidelines for the basic argument. Make sure you're using MLA format, and make sure you're meeting your page requirement. And if you need help with the MLA citations, check up on Purdue OWL, OWL. Just Google it. It'll pop right up. All right, you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye now.